And next up we have the Matron of Honor, Beth Campbell Bush.
Thank you, everybody, and I'm honored to be here. Chosen to Dan and Carrie. Carrie and I met at the University of Michigan about halfway through, and I quickly learned about Carrie something that she would never admit about herself, and that is that she is amazing and remarkable beyond words. Carrie is compassionate, she's insightful, she's hilarious, she's clearly incredibly gorgeous, and yet simultaneously completely unassuming. And she's happiest in a pair of sweatpants approximately 7 sizes too large for her. She has been an incredible influence in my life. I talk about her so much and reference her so much in conversation to people who've never met her, assuming everyone who knows me clearly has to know Carrie. So they asked me, who is Carrie? And the best response that I can come up with to date is, she's my person. And Carrie and I were hiking part of the Appalachian Trail a couple of weeks ago, and I took the opportunity to ask her, when was the moment that you realized that Dan was the one? And without hesitation, she said, you know what, I think I have always known since day one. I'm not gonna lie, that kind of surprised me because I was a little bit harder to convince. Carrie's remarkable, right? Carrie's completely remarkable, and I needed to make sure that she was with someone sufficiently deserving of her. So I was a little more skeptical, protective. I put Dan under the microscope, probably more than he realizes. But over the years, I'm thrilled to have found that he is equally remarkable. Dan is certifiably brilliant, while completely humble. He speaks 8 languages, I think, something like that. And several of you may have seen him flash between American English and British English. He's very service-minded. With big things like he served 2 years in the Peace Corps, and with little things like he helped Carrie and I paint our apartment orange while wearing nothing but FUBU boxer shorts. His most amazing attribute is by far the fact that he can consume more crab legs than anyone in the continental U.S. But in all seriousness, the moment I realized that Dan was sufficiently deserving of my remarkable friend Carrie was when she was recounting a story from me. She and Dan had gone there with her family, and Dan was playing the piano. And her grandfather, affectionately known as Dad Sager, walked up and was secretly listening to Dan play the piano with a huge smile on his face. And Carrie walked up to her grandfather, and her grandfather said, that's a good one. That's one of my favorites. And when she was recounting the story to me, I just knew that he wasn't talking about the song. So, Dan, over here, you become one of my favorites, and I am sure that you are a good one. And with an incredible amount of joy, I chose this well-matched and remarkable couple. May your life be filled with all things remarkable, and plenty of crab legs.
Cheers.